Thank you for joining me for this week 2 update. Quick announcement to start. I think it has been a struggle for a lot of people to get going this semester with, COVID putting pressure on work and families and schools for children and for ourselves. So I'm going to give a blanket extension for week 1. So everyone's welcome to go back and complete, pardon me, or improve week 1 assignments. And you have until this Sunday, the end of week 2. Okay. Pardon me. I want to go through a quick tour of the class to show you where some of the resources are located for you to build essays this semester. And I think that's helpful because, for me at least, when I start as a new online class as a student, it's like trying to figure out how to get around a new city. And sometimes you just need a quick tour. So we're going to look at the weekly folders and how they're related to the discussion board in general, the area called essay assignments. And of course, you're always welcome to please come to my office hours. You can just come by and chat, introduce yourself. We can go over grammar things that are bugging you. We can talk about assignments. You can ask me anything, really. I love having students come by. On the screen is my most current idea of what my office hours will look like. I will post in the instructor contact information area if there are any changes, but please come on by. So let's start looking around Blackboard a little bit here. Close this guy. Alrighty. So in the weekly folders, so this is week 2. From the outside, you can see essentially what we're going to be working on, what pieces we're going to be working on. Right, there's going to be an essay 1 map. There's going to be a graphic organizer. There are all these different bits and pieces that we're doing because I like to build up to the major essay in small parts. And this, I think, works really well in terms of putting the bits and pieces together like Legos to build something larger. But it can be hard, I think, to start out not knowing what the end product is going to look like, if that makes sense. So you can see that this week you're going to be looking at some example voice essays, right? That's our second thing that we're looking at. And if we click into this folder, we'll get a link to that area. But I want to spend a little time over here on the left because like these example voice essays are housed here in essay assignments. And if you want to go in and look and see how everything all fits together, I recommend coming in here to essay assignments, clicking into the assignment sheets and documents, and you can go in then and see all of the material that's put together for each of the assignments, right? So it's all in one place. We have the assignment sheet, we have the lecture introducing it, the example voice essays. So these are the places in the weekly folder where the links are coming in. But if you're like me and you want to get an overview of what everything's going to look like, I highly recommend this area. Spend some time looking at those voice essays and seeing what students have come up with that have been successful in the past. We try to have a nice variety here for you. Right, the graphic organizer is here. There are lots of little bits and pieces that you will see as you go through your weekly folders. So that's this area, essay assignments, over here on the left. The other thing that I want to point out is the discussion board. So this week in discussion board, it's week 2 and we're drafting thesis statements. Look at how many people have already posted. Oh, yay, and it's only Wednesday, so that's wonderful. So I will be going in and leaving comments on those and letting you know if it seems like you're headed in a good direction. So to give you some feedback. I don't always give feedback in discussion board. Like last week, it was a brainstorming week, and I often don't insert myself into those conversations because when you're wanting to get all the ideas out there, I don't want to make it feel like I'm looking over your shoulder. So I don't often leave comments on big brainstorms like that, but I will as we go through, as you're posting bits and pieces, I will be leaving you feedback. The graphic organizer is a one that I also don't typically leave comments on unless I see that something is going off the rails, because this again is kind of brainstorming and collecting ideas. Thesis statements, you will get feedback from me. So I want to emphasize that each of these discussion boards is a tool for you. It's a tool for you not only to get feedback, but also to be able to see what other people have come up with. Right? If we were in a classroom, we'd be working on these things together in the class, and then you would get to work in a small group and share your ideas as you collaborate with your classmates. And this is how we do that in discussion board. So look at all these great posts. Oh, so many posts, so many ideas. Browse around in here. I know you're not gonna directly steal or copy somebody's ideas, but this is a way of gathering little bits and pieces and starting to build ideas based on what your classmates have come up with that might work for you or that might not. But feel free to jump around, look around in discussion board, even if I'm not requiring a reply. Like I didn't require a reply to this first one, the brainstorm of major essay one. But feel free to get in there and see what people are coming up with. So what we have over here, right? Weekly folders is the place we always go to that has the individual links. Check out essay assignments. Spend some time looking around, and if you're a global thinker, you're going to like being able to see all of it in one place. And then discussion board is a wonderful resource for you in getting more information. So that's my little update for this week. Thank you for joining me, and I hope I see you in office hours soon.